Tonight, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28 out here and bringing them onto the field, the most valuable player of last year's Super Bowl, and that's Patrick Mahomes.
Well, partner, normally if a guy's touchdown passes fall in half, the first thing you'd say is he really didn't have a very good season, did he? Well, it's true. Mahomes dropped from 50 touchdown passes the year before to just 26 last year. But remember, he had a knee injury and missed a few ball games, and he still remained in the conversation as the best quarterback in the NFL.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now a second down and 6.
2-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, these two quarterbacks in this one, Mahomes and Watson, so much in common. Drafted 2 picks apart from one another in 2017. Mahomes going 10th to Kansas City, Watson at 12 to Houston. Both Pro Bowlers early in their careers, of course. And Mahomes has the MVP and a Super Bowl ring, so he kind of has the leg up to this point. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
Sammy Watkins is a former first-round pick in the NFL, and he sure reminded us during Kansas City's run to the playoffs last season. 10 catches in the AFC Championship game and a 98-yard receiving game in Super Bowl 54. He did talk about possibly stepping away and getting some time in the offseason, but Kansas City very happy to have him back in their lineup and in their fold.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 30-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelce. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are, and you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Mahomes firing complete, and he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground, and 4th down now coming up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. CD, that call, it took some guts. It's not like they were at the 1-yard line. They had some distance to go.
They certainly did, and, you know, a lot of people might say that's fly by the seat of your pants type of coaching, but it's also sending a message out there. We're going to be unpredictable. You can't prepare for anything with us. You never know which way we're going to go. We zig, you zag.
And now some serious opening drive momentum. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Out now comes 2-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his 4th year now in the league as he gets set to operate this Houston Texans offense.
When we talk about the best dual quarterbacks in the NFL, don't leave Deshaun Watson out of the conversation. 2 straight years he's been a Pro Bowler. Excellent numbers again last season with 26 touchdown passes, 7 more added on the ground, and firm leadership and control of his Houston Texans team. Now he's looking forward to taking the next step and beating Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson in the playoffs and getting the Houston Texans to a Super Bowl.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Watson.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And for the Texans here, you wonder just how long it's going to take to get over the loss to the Chiefs in the postseason last year in the divisional round. You know, the Texans had a 24-0 lead on the road. Normally you'd consider that ball game, but not when Patrick Mahomes is on the other side of the field, as those Chiefs rallied back to win one of 3 times in those playoffs where they trailed by double digits and came back to get the victory.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
10.
Mahomes going to throw. A quick slant to Hill. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line.
Second and 12. Here's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson.
Mahomes pass.
12 yards is the pickup there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Bernardrick McKinney on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now here's Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Tyreek Hill certainly makes the front office look good when they spend a 5th-round pick on a guy. Then in his first 4 seasons, 4 Pro Bowl nominations. Anytime he touches the football, he's a threat to take it the distance. Hard to get on the ground one-on-one in the open field. If you miss, in the blink of an eye, he's putting 6 on the board.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the now 1st and goal.
Damian Williams was dinged up a little bit in 2019, and Kansas City brought in LaShawn McCoy to supplement him. But when healthy, Damian Williams is a terrific back. Excellent speed, low center of gravity to make people miss. And how about the longest run in the league in 2019? 91 yards against the Vikings in Week 9. Many thought he was going to get caught, but he used the scoreboard in the stadium to make sure that no one was behind him as he carried it all the way to the end zone.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Being chased out left. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A big run there by Johnson. 46 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Catch there by Brandon Cooks. And it's hard to believe that he's on his 4th team in 5 years because he's produced everywhere that he's been. Houston hoping to see the Brandon Cooks that they saw in New Orleans, in New England, and in Los Angeles. 2019, though, was his first year under 1,000 yards since 2014. He's looking for a bounce back.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd
from the gun on.
Watson's pass.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Touchdown.
Kahale Waring. 26 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Time for another look at Patrick Mahomes and the Super Bowl champs. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I know it's a little bit of a cliche to talk about all the tight ends who are really wide receivers in the NFL, but Travis Kelsey fits that perfectly. He led all tight ends last season with over 1,200 yards receiving, 4th in the NFL. I think he's one of the gold standards in the league for the tight end position, and I don't know if anyone has any more fun playing the game than Travis Kelsey.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley.
Intercepted by the Texans. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Texans.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
There's a good reception there by Will Fuller. And if you're looking for breakout players in 2020, he's a big-time candidate for it because he has a rapport with Deshaun Watson. And now with DeAndre Hopkins no longer in Houston, he could be their top receiver.
They go play action here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Watson's pass.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
On the pickup.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Gain of 7. First down, Houston.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Watson on the
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Ross Blacklock in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Now he's forced out left. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
On 4th down. Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Following a 42-yard punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. We get a glance at Duke Johnson as he heads back out onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Houston.
Watson to give. This is Johnson. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Number 31, David Johnson.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Watson's throw here taken in by Cooks. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
And operating from the gun, Watson. And he finds Stills complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Watson on 1st down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 14-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. It's wearing the tight end with it. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Again, it's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But I think a Texan and the possession. After the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Watson. Buying time to his left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Number 4, Deshaun.
He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Dancing to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him start to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there, and in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A 10-play drive that time. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
That certainly made you think back to last year's Super Bowl because it was these two, Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill. They connected on a play not all that much different from this one that really turned the tide in that ball game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here, Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Steps away to his left. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a 1st down.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now to return, this is David Johnson. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And we focus on Duke Johnson now. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Catch there by Kenny Stills, and he joined Houston last season and showed once again, as he has shown throughout his career, he can be a very reliable, good complementary receiver.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Watson going to look to tuck and run. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
They'll run it with Johnson. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Johnson, the ball.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
3rd down.
The Texans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
1st and 10. At their own
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a lot going on here in Week 1. And he gets it down to the 32.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Gets this one to Hill. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Now here's Johnson. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tonight's game, the first of 256 to be played in the 2020 season, we hope. And then, of course, we'll have 13 more in the playoffs this year. Remember, that's 2 more than has been played in the past, as one more wild card team from both the AFC and the NFC will get a shot to play for a berth in Super Bowl 55 out in Tampa. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
1st down, Houston.
On 1st down, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. It's caught. Stills right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. To the air yet again, Watson. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Watson. His throw incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But now it's 3rd down. Watson looks to throw again. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Houston.
On 1st down, it's Watson, and he slings one that's incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd.
Throwing again, Watson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, here's Watson. He'll look underneath and dump it off to Duke Johnson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the 2nd half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. In the early window, we'll have our eye on that game in Jacksonville. The Jaguars going to need to be on their A game as they'll take on the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Good games in the late afternoon as well, one being out in Santa Clara, where it'll be the 49ers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. And lastly, we'll wrap up the week with Monday Night Football. Definitely one to tune in for, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Giants. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the 2nd half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Houston set to take over. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. On 2nd and 10, Watson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The big money man, Chris Jones, getting in there to bring him to the ground.
Chris Jones is truly a force, and it doesn't matter what uniform he's going to have on. If he's on that side of the ball, you better double and triple team him. In 2018, the first player in NFL history to have a sack in 11 straight games. And while he didn't play all 16 in 2019, still had 9 sacks on the season. That was an absolute beast during the playoffs.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 59 yards.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with a defender right there. On 1st down, Johnson. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Watson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fuller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have broken the tie.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
We got position on him, and he pulls it in. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Mahomes shakes off the sack, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down.
Williams. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
We become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division every year is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This is caught. Down to the 4-yard line. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd.
Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Butker on for the PAT. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And in the end, it was all capped off by the Damian Williams touchdown run. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
And let's shift our attention to Will Fuller. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Out of the gun.
While coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down, they actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Mahomes now on first down. That one complete to Hill. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Mahomes' pass caught by Watkins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
City Chiefs. First down.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Trying to improvise. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Third down.
3rd and 2, Watson. This is Johnson, he's got it. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones, his 2nd sack of the night. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Johnson. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Watson's pass.
Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. Now, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
It's 2nd and inches at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill.
That's good.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
On the ground, this is Williams. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Mahomes firing complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance, and he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The 9-yard line.
There's so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Returning it, Johnson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
28.
2nd down and 5. From the gun, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson.
To go.
And he finds Stills, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Watson's pass.
Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Again, it's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Johnson.
Watson's pass. Complete.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
2nd and
to the air yet again, Watson.
32-yard line.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Watson 2 yards.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot. But we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely 1st down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun, Watson. Throw left side, complete. It's Fuller. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath.
Watson's pass.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
Deshaun Watson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Is good.
So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the...
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
And there's a familiar sight, J.J. Watt with the sack, and he's absolutely a force of nature when he's on the field. Unfortunately, he's only played more than 8 games once in the last 4 seasons, but when he plays full-time, he ends up being in the running every time for NFL Defensive Player of the Year, an award he's won 3 times in the past.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 24. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. So that'll back him up 5. And again, it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. J.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Fumble on the play.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock, but we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
To 2019 was the first season for Frank Clark in Kansas City after spending the previous 4 in Seattle. And that was a big move by Kansas City to bring him over. He did have 8 sacks in the regular season, but it was his 5 in postseason and helping his team get to the Super Bowl. That's why they went and acquired him. And by the way, earned his first Pro Bowl nomination with his play.
After the sack on first down, Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
The keeper. He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 16 yards. But it brings
a give the first man through Gillespie of the fullback. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
From the 50, it's Watson. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
On the throwaway. It's 3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On first down, Mahomes. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Houston. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Texans.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
On first down, it's Watson. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 43-yard line.
On second down, Johnson.
Number 25, Duke Johnson.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. He will push his way down to about the 14.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's deep from both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Watson. That's complete, right around the 8.
Watson's pass.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Escaping the pressure right, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
On the keeper. Touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown run, and the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way.
A gain of 4.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back.
9-yard line.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Going deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there, Mahomes to Watkins, 43 yards.
In a 2-minute drill, we often talk about taking care of the football, but sometimes it's just a matter of who wants it more. How about him going up top on a 50-50 ball and taking it away for a big play?
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. The busy night continues for Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They run it again with Williams. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead.
And there's the go-ahead touchdown, and so likely will kick an extra point. But to me, I'm looking forward. Special teams now with your kickoff, and then your defense, that's where the pressure shifts.
Yeah, because there's plenty of time left on that clock. Anytime you're over a minute in the NFL, there's a chance. Butker now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So this drive spans 7 plays. And in the end, it was all capped off by the Damian Williams touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Watson and the Texans now down by 7, a little under a minute to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. To try again after the sack. Watson.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Complete to Will Fuller. 24-yard gain on the play.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Kansas City, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.